Our next speaker is Vishvadika. She received initiation in 1973 in New Vrindaban. She's one of the local devotees. So after Vishvadika, we'll have Archana Lata, Subhavilas, Akhilananda Prabhu, Jai Krishna Prabhu, and finally Nitya Prabhu. So we have half an hour. We have 7 speakers. So if you could please follow your time, really appreciate that. Thank you. Vishvadika.
You don't have to worry about me going on for too long. I'll be very glad to make this short. Srila Prabhupada, we offer you our humble obeisances and our gratitude. It is said that the spiritual master comes back for the disciple who isn't serious in this lifetime. Srila Prabhupada is so merciful that I didn't even have to die for him to come back, for him to bring me back. So our spiritual master is very, very merciful, and that mercy is expressed through his devotees. And so I stand actually here. I'm feeling very grateful for the association of devotees who never give up on you. I have some breaking news actually from Calcutta. My husband and I were just in Calcutta during the Jaladut celebrations, and we were talking with Radhanath Swami when we were there, and he was telling us that Vrindavan Chandra, who is Srila Prabhupada's son, he accompanied Srila Prabhupada on board the Jaladuta when Srila Prabhupada left. And the story is that Srila Prabhupada came to America with 40 rupees, $7 in his pocket. But actually Srila Prabhupada came to America with nothing. Because before he left, Srila Prabhupada, Vrindavan Chandra was telling this to Radhanath Swami. Before he left, he said to Vrindavan Chandra, "Here, I have 40 rupees. This will be no use to me in America, you take it." So he gave Vrindavan Chandra the 40 rupees, and Srila Prabhupada came to America with nothing. Nothing. So this was Srila Prabhupada's great faith in Krishna, that I'm going to try to do something for Krishna, and that's all I'm worried about. Krishnanandini Prabhu was talking about the 2 things that she remembers that Srila Prabhupada said. I was initiated in 1973 and spent most of my devotional life in New Vrindavan. I didn't get a lot of personal association with Srila Prabhupada. Whenever he came to New Vrindavan, I had a little baby. And so even if Prabhupada was talking in the temple room, I couldn't really go into the temple room with a screaming 2-year-old child. So I would pretty much just be on the outskirts and trying to hear what the other devotees said and that Prabhupada said. But this one time, Prabhupada was giving class at Bahulaban in the old Bahulaban temple, and I was determined I was going to hear something. I've told many devotees this story, but I think it's always worth hearing. And Prabhupada, I was determined I was going to hear this class, so I was sitting outside the window, and my son was just playing in the grass. I figured, well, I can run after him and I can listen, and run after him and listen. So I was doing that, and all of a sudden I heard Prabhupada say, "And the perfection of deity worship." So at the time I was helping Mother Katila in the Pujari room, and I thought, oh, the perfection of deity worship. I thought, Prabhupada is going to say something very esoteric. I've got to hear this. So I listened very carefully, and Srila Prabhupada said, "And the perfection of deity worship is to see Krishna in the heart of every living being." So Prabhupada was, that same message Prabhupada repeated over and over again, that Prabhupada wanted us to see Krishna in the heart of every living being. And that will make us happy. That will also make the other person happy. Because if we see Krishna, then we will treat that person with so much respect. So, thank you for asking me to say a little something to remember Prabhupada. It's always good to do that. And thank you for your association.